Today I'm going to be glazing again. I'm going to be doing the skirt, and maybe something else. We'll see what I get to. But I want to say that for some of this process, you might have heard me talk about the way I've been feeling. What this is about is trying to let you understand where my headspace is and what kind of like dreams I'm having, what kind of like things I'm thinking about on a daily basis, and what plagues me while I do this painting, and what this painting evokes from me, because all of that will be trapped in the paint when I finish it. It's all going to be there. Nothing that I think or feel will be left out of the painting. I'm not sure that the skirt's going to look much different than it currently does, because it's already very smooth, so we will see. But I'm going to try to enjoy myself, and hopefully we'll get a decent product. Alright. That was an interesting thing that just happened. I put on way more paint than I thought I was putting on. And because of it, I got a really intense white on the canvas that I was not super happy about, but I just wiped it off with a cloth. Yeah, because it's glazed, it's already such thin paint that kind of doesn't do too much to it to have something like that happen. It's not a huge deal. Switch to a slightly bigger brush, a little more coverage. I'm overcorrecting for what I did in the beginning with darker colors here, because I made this quite a bit too bright for what the skirt actually is, which is actually nice, because then I can go in with more color in the end here and get a more vibrant final product. This section here is a little bit too bright, and I'm just going to have to deal with that until I go in with the second coat of glaze, because at this point there's nothing I can do to fix it. Like, the paint's too wet that when I try to go back into it with glaze, it actually just moves things around and doesn't actually get me a fresh coat. So I am going to have to let it stay the way it is for now. This is really nice here because you can see difference in this color and this color, but I did all that work before. I did it on the first layer. So now I'm actually only adding, I'm painting it all over with the same color. And it's just embracing those differences that were on the undercoat. The entire figure has at least one layer of glaze on it, which is cool. That means that from this point forward, I only have to do like spot glazing. I don't ever have to glaze the entire figure again. I only look for the spots that need it and work in on those. That being said, not a lot of spots needed. I'm pretty happy with it. I want to do maybe another full layer on the hair. Do a little bit more work on the tattoo because right now it's greenish, it needs to be bluish. A little bit of work on the top here. And maybe some work around the eyes. But yeah, it is a little bit repetitive. Oh, shit. I'm going to do a little bit more. Something here. I actually really liked this angle. I was looking over some footage and I liked seeing it from the side. I feel like you get a much better view of what I'm doing. I was like, it's been a few days. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been like 5 or 6 days since the last time I touched this painting, and I was really frustrated. I didn't really know what was going on. But I was really unhappy with how it was feeling to do. I'm deciding to put less pressure on myself for this piece. I'm using a much bigger brush than I was before, because I don't need it to be that detailed. I am just going to paint, and I'm just going to enjoy the process. And whatever happens is going to happen. And that already feels so much better than what I was doing before. Crazy. Ooh, that was a big mistake. That's fine. Bigger brush leads to bigger mistakes, I guess. This is really nice. It's not like great, but it's nice. Like I'm enjoying it. It's weird. I don't think I've ever dealt with that before, that sunlight. Maybe it'll go away soon. Okay, the sun is now off of the painting. I can resume. Wow, this is looking very different from how it did just even a few minutes ago. It's coming in really nicely. It's being built up in a cool way. I'm liking it. It's definitely going to be more abstract than the figure, but it is also going to have as much presence and as much emotion as the figure does, which makes me feel pretty good. Like it's going to be full when it's finished. When I do however many more coats of this I have to do, it's going to be on the same level as the figure, which I'm excited about. I ran out of paint. I never run out of paint. Alright, so for next time, for next layer of glaze, I'm going to use thicker paint. I think I've been using a lot of medium, and that's not exactly how I want to continue. I want to be able to be more precise in a lot of this, because this still has so much color that needs to be added. Like, a lot of color that needs to be added in order to match this. Because it is a reflection. It's the reflection of the ground in the water. It looks more saturated now, just the whole thing, which is awesome. I'm very pleased. I'm working on the second coat in the bottom here, and just kind of like brushing over pretty much the whole thing with light gray, because that's what color it is. There's moments of weird stuff going on, of course, but it's a beach. Like, what am I gonna do? And I'm using a little bit more opacity than I was on the first run through, which is not necessarily like what I would suggest, but it's how it worked out, because I learned from the first one that this is what I wanted. I'm pretty happy with that section now. Really excited about it. And I think what my next step is to get into here. That's kind of what I've been looking at. What I would love to work on a little bit. So I'm gonna add the colors for it, and I'm gonna get started. So my first coat I did reds, and my second coat I'm gonna do blues to balance it out. Now I switch to a smaller brush. Nice. That feels pretty good for that section. I actually think I did some good work today. Obviously the water looks bad right now. I think we can all agree on that. And that's okay. That's where it is. I'm actually gonna see if I can fix this right now. There's this little like reflective spot here. It's much worse, much more reflective than the areas surrounding it, so I'm just gonna try to wash it out. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I made a little bit of progress on a lot of different things. Probably good for a couple hours. I might come back today and do some more on the water, just because I really would love it for it to be in a better place. That would make me feel great. But yeah. I still have another coat to do on the hair. I still have another coat probably on the tattoo, and I was looking at the hand, and while I'm really happy with it, another coat would be nice. And then obviously the background needs like 3 more coats everywhere, so. But it's getting there. It's getting closer to where I need it. Just need more darkness, I think. I need more darkness in the background. Okay, so this is kind of like, I feel confident in saying I'm beyond halfway done. A lot of these colors are getting really close to where I want them. A lot of these textures are getting really close to where I want them. I think this bottom portion has actually come out really nicely. It was something I was pretty unhappy with while I was doing it the first time, and now just going over it a little bit, making it a little bit more uniform, and honestly, like having built up texture last session and then going through and like and making it less important and less relevant is I think it's a really nice effect. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it's done necessarily, but I'm excited about where it's going. The dress, sorry, I keep saying dress. The skirt is in a really cool spot. I am really happy with it. I'm really excited about it. I don't really have a lot of problems with it. Like I don't have anything that I would say that's super negative about it. I'm probably going to go in one more time over here because that section is just like, it looks like it's floating a little bit. It looks a little bit separate from the rest of the piece, and so I want it to feel like it's more contained. The lower back could use some work. I might go back in on that. The hair, I'm probably going to do another 1 or 2 coats, like full coats of the whole thing, because it's just like I'm happy with it. I think it looks great. It's got a lot of vibrance, but I want it to be smoother, and the rest of the, at least the rest of the figure is really like technical and nice. The face, I don't think I'm gonna go back into at all. I'm really, really happy with the shirt. I think I have finished that with the last coat that I did today. This section has so much potential. I am so happy with the way it looks. It looks like water, which cannot be said for the rest of the water. Like it needs, it's just layer and layer and layer of umber and green and umber and green, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, I think. It's in a funny spot right now because like I'm excited about it. I think it looks really good, but this is like weird. It's like neon and gross and like kind of hard to look at. And this too, I think I'm going to do the same thing up here that I'm doing with the water of just like, I need it darker. Like I need it to be, I want it less defined than it is. Ooh, is that a drip? Oh, that's crazy. Is that a drip? It is a drip. Oh, crazy. Okay, alright. Rag. Use a rag. I don't want to dirty a brush right now. No, it'll be fine. I'll go over it next time. That won't stay there forever. All the things I was worried about before are kind of drifting away. Like, this is getting to where it needs to be. But yeah, super excited. Hope you are too. Hope you're feeling as good about this as I am. Thank you. But yeah, the whole thing just needs to be darker. Not the whole thing. The whole background needs to be darker. Also, I put a sheet over the window that was putting light on the canvas, so hopefully that helps. But I don't know how long that will last, so. That's already looking much better. It's much closer to the tone that I want. Oh my God. That is so crazy. Look at that. After only 2 coats, I feel like this is really shaping up to be everything it was supposed to be. Really, really excited. I'm considering doing a little bit on the hair, but I'm worried because I really want to take it slow and I don't want to like overdo anything. But I think it's a good idea. Oh my God. I wasn't thinking. That's a little too much red, I think. I think I need some more browns. I think I need some yellow, guys. Kind of crazy. The hair is a lot darker. It's got a lot more contrast in it. I'm not super happy with the highlights. They're a little bit like gray almost, which is not doing it for me right now. Other than that, like, I'm incredibly happy with today. This is so much closer to a finished product. I'm definitely done for the day. There's no way I'm doing anything else today. Super, super happy with how this went. Like, wow. It's hard to get sharp lines here. I guess it's working pretty well in other places. But right there is, I'm having trouble with. Maybe it's because I wasn't too sure about the outline of the back to begin with. Yeah, this is the best painting day I've had in a while. I have been in a weird headspace. I don't know how much of this is recorded, how much of this I will be posting, but I went through I was really happy when I started this painting. I was expressing a lot of joy and a lot of just this was a painting of really wonderful things. As I continued through it, I started flipping. Felt the opposite. I felt lost and upset and just a lot of discontent. And now I'm pretty much back to neutral. You know, our lives are not full of just light or just shadow. And this painting is not either. This painting is a combination of the two. It's all the good, it's all the bad, it's all the hate and all the love that I felt while I made it. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's starting to feel whole. Like it's a whole being. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the edges because I don't know. I'm considering just painting them black. Part of me thinks that is a disservice to the front of the canvas. But I definitely don't want to paint them red, and I would have normally painted them red. I might just do green. I might do a simple, I might do this texture kind of deal. That might be nice. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to clean your brushes, and yeah, I'll see you next video, which might be the end. I don't really know. It's getting there for sure. It's definitely getting there. Alright, thank you.